Boom shakalaka, a shockingly bearish Bitcoin chart that nobody else is looking for, that's predicting an insane Bitcoin crash, plus the largest legitimate airdrop that pretty much everyone who's ever used DeFi is eligible for. It could be the next Uniswap. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're taking a look at this startling chart that I was just messing around with and found, and wow, it is absolutely shocking. We're going to get into exactly what it means and why where we are right now could be predicting a pretty insane crash. Before we get into that, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also, come join us over on Twitter at the Crypto Love, where every week we give away one of these sweet shirts. Now, if we take a look across the markets, people are pessimistic. They're bearish. They're thinking the price is going to go down. I mean, we take a look at this market wrap. Bitcoin slides towards 30K, looks fragile. We take a look at the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. Right now, 20, extreme fear. But some people like me, who are just looking at bull porn all day, they say, this time is different. Well, maybe it is and maybe it isn't, because we have to take a look at this chart here and see why maybe this time isn't different. But this right here, this time is different, makes me think of something else. Because what we have going on right now, total assets under major central banks, we can see they are skyrocketing. The Fed in red, the ECB in blue, they are just printing money like none other. And all of these central banks are saying, this time is different. But if we go take a look at the scoreboard in terms of hyperinflation, one of the problems with fiat currency is that governments can print too much of it. And if we take a look at here at these notable hyperinflationary periods, we can see there's at least 17 countries that have had hyperinflation because they just printed that much more. As a matter of fact, if we take a look at the 10 most severe hyperinflations in world history, in Hungary back in 1946, the value of the money was cut in half every 14 hours. Or in Zimbabwe, cut in half every 24 hours. Or Yugoslavia, cut in half every 1.3 days. So you can see hyperinflation here in Venezuela. It doesn't say, but Weimar Germany, every 3.65 days, the value of money was cut in half because the governments were just printing it. However, Bitcoin, you can't print more of. There's only 21 million Bitcoin. Bitcoin's kind of the hardest money ever. And as we take a look at metrics, I mean, this is the bull porn that I stay up late at night watching and just whacking it to. If we take a look, we can see that there's a huge divergence between the number of people accumulating Bitcoin and the price. We can also see that not even miners are selling Bitcoin anymore. So, what is this chart and why am I concerned? Well, this chart is Bitcoin USD versus M1 money supply. And I just pulled up this chart because I hadn't looked at it in a while. I was curious where Bitcoin was. And then I saw that this line right here is just crazy support right before the bottom drops out. And I'll be honest, the area where we are right now, where a lot of people think that this $30,000 to $35,000 area is a bottom, reminds me very much of when people thought that $6,500 was a bottom for Bitcoin before the floor dropped out. And it also reminds me of when people thought that like $8,000 to $10,000 was a bottom before COVID hit. And so right now, when people think that $30,000 to $35,000 is a bottom, well, maybe the floor might drop out one more time because it's done that 2 times already. So that would mean that there's a 75% chance that it would do it again right now, just on Laplacian arithmetic there. So, is this a bad thing? Well, not particularly, because really, the good thing about Bitcoin price coming down is it has shaken out the weak hands. Like a lot of the super speculators have left, and as a matter of fact, the total narrative about Bitcoin right now, people are like, oh, it's nothing. And that's the best time to buy. As a matter of fact, if we take a look at the charts, and we see the RSI down here, we can see this RSI downtrend, and every time it breaks through there, that was an amazing time to buy. So we saw that would have bought you at $3,000, you could have sold way up here at $12,000, and then it happened again, and you would have been able to buy at $6,000 and sell at $65,000. Well, it's happening again, and even though it hasn't broken out yet, we are on the verge of the RSI breaking out again, and when that happens, the price will shoot up. Now, first, yes, the price could come down before it goes up. But if you want to be an investor, you have to have more than a 5-minute time frame. Investors, if you're doing anything less than 10 years, it's still just child's play. So you need to lengthen your time frame in terms of what you're looking to do. But this chart right here, I just wanted to show this to you guys. You can find it by typing in BTUSD/M1 on TradingView, and you can take a look at it for yourself, because it is somewhat shocking, and we may actually have a bottom fallout before the top comes in, even though all of the metrics are looking absolutely amazing for Bitcoin. Now, for all of you guys who have messed around with DeFi ever, you are about to be rewarded with some free tokens. This could potentially be like the next Uniswap. So Shapeshift, which is actually a legitimate cryptocurrency, is airdropping a shit ton of their token to pretty much anybody who's ever used DeFi. So they're decentralizing their Fox airdrop to 1 million plus addresses, and you can see basically you can go to the website shapeshift.com and then find the resources for it, and you can check your eligibility. So basically, they're executing the largest airdrop in crypto history to over 1 million Shapeshift customers and members of the broader DeFi community. 60% of the total supply has been allocated to the community. In addition, 120,000 Gitcoin, Uniswap, SushiSwap, Yearn, Aave, Alchemix, 1inch Curve, Balancer, and 0x token holders, and most Thorchain users are eligible. In total, over 1.1 million addresses are eligible for the Fox airdrop. Fox is now one of the most widely distributed tokens in history. These tokens have never been sold by Shapeshift. So liquidity mining will begin in 48 hours at 9 a.m. on MT on Friday, July 16th, which is today. So you should definitely check that out, because if you've ever messed around with DeFi, you might be eligible for some Fox tokens. So great news going into the weekend. Guys, the price may go down, but whatever goes down comes up in orders of magnitude, which is what I was looking for. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, and I'll catch you later. Peace.